When you think of the race to dominate electric pickup trucks, you might think of the Ford F-150 Lightning or Tesla Cybertruck, but there is another big player revving up, and it's getting a lot of attention, especially from tailgating fanatics. Phil LeBeau is here to tell us more. Phil.
Melissa, the company is Rivian, which I know our viewers know. It's not a surprise to hear about Rivian. People are waiting for the IPO, which will be coming likely later this year. We had a chance to drive the new Rivian R1T. That is the electric pickup truck. They have begun deliveries of this. And frankly, it lived up to the expectations in terms of what I was expecting to experience. And I do think that electric pickup trucks, that's the growth area that we're going to see EVs take off over the next couple of years for a variety of reasons. Price starts at $67,500. So, yes, it is on the higher end when you're talking about pickup trucks. But people are going to say, look, we're seeing a ton of these potentially coming out over the next couple of years. You've got the GMC Hummer, and yes, that is a truck technically, though it doesn't look like a pickup truck. Those deliveries start later this year. We've talked about the F-150 Lightning in the first half of next year. The Cybertruck is later next year. But the Rivian R1T deliveries have begun, and they will be ramping those up as they begin production and ramp up production at the plant in downstate Illinois. Horsepower, more than 800. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds with the range of 315 miles. And the reason I think that you're going to see electric pickup trucks become a big growth area primarily because of the capability of what you can do in terms of torque, in terms of capability if you are a contractor or if you are somebody who wants more ability because of the electric utilities that are attached to it. All of those are reasons why I think electric pickup trucks, that's going to be the growth area when it comes to EVs. Take a look at Tesla versus GM and Ford over the last 3 months. And yes, I know Tesla was off to the races today, breaking through $1,000, a $1 trillion market cap. But in the last 3 months, even before today, Tesla was moving higher, even though we will not see the Cybertruck until late next year, Melissa. But Rivian R1T, watch it because it's going to be an interesting truck to watch. And Rivian will be an interesting company to watch.
We talked about tailgating and tailgate lovers loving this. I mean, yeah. It's got like a cooler in the back or something. What's the deal?
No, not a cooler. There is an attachment you can purchase from Rivian where it's hard to see from this video here, but right behind the back seat it's basically a through tunnel where you could store all kinds of things, and there is an accessory you can buy that will pull out, and it's a cooking top. And also it has the capability that you could also wash off your dishes. It's a pretty ingenious little idea for tailgating or for those who are into camping. And that's just one of the unique features behind the R1T.
Sounds interesting. Phil, thank you. Phil LeBeau.
You bet.
Who knew? Who knew? You can even wash your dishes there. Tim Seymour, in terms of Ford, electrifying the F-150 was a big deal, is a big deal to Ford's EV ambitions. This seems like this could be a truck that could actually compete head-on with the F-150, and it's getting to market sooner.
Well, first of all, Mel, I love the fact that you quickly questioned and wanted to know if this thing might have a cooler, as if this is kind of your go-to tailgate maneuver. So good for you. And I think in terms of the Rivian, look, there's no question that there will be competition. And as much as we talk about the F-150 being the most popular vehicle in North America, there are some things that are really sexy about this vehicle. The question, I think, for investors is ultimately, what are you willing to pay for this company? And I think the valuation right now makes 0 sense, whereas Ford's valuation is absurdly cheap, south of 10 times. So that really is the story. Is there competition? Yes. Look, as great as the F-150 is and where they will be in EV land, I do think that they're not the only game in town. And especially when you talk about the performance that Phil talked about, which is people that own pickups don't just want to go 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. They want to do a lot of things with them. And this kind of torque is something that I do. Sorry, Steve, that's your word. But I think it was very well used here.
Phil used it like a pro. I mean, almost like a Grasso. Brian Kelly, so the question is, even with this competition at Ford's valuation, Ford is still a buy on the premise that it is going to be a player in the EV space.
Yeah, I think that's right. And I think the way that the stock is trading is telling you that. It looks like to me like it might want to break out. You know, this new competition coming in is not necessarily a new story. So to me, I think you're okay with Ford. And yeah, there may be some extra things going on, but I have never in my life wanted to drive a pickup truck and wash dishes at the same time. So I have no idea who came up with that idea.